Good morning. Good morning. I will give the machine just a moment to notify everyone that I am on, and then I will get started. Trying to get better about not delaying your time, because I do recognize quite a few of you do watch the replay. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Today's topic I am really excited about. I feel like I say that every single day, which actually is a good thing, because we should not be, if we're in our purpose, if we're in flow and we're in integrity, we should not be dreading, being before people that we know we can solve their problems. There is a level of nervousness, should be with anyone. However, we should not just I just don't want to do this. Then it's probably not for you. There's a difference in that also, and being an introvert and, being nervous in that regard as well. I am an introvert, believe it or not. I am an extreme introvert, believe it or not. The only thing is I just absolutely love doing what I do, and I love helping people. So enough with that short tangent. But today I want to talk about your passion versus your purpose, and why it's imperative that you and those assigned to you know exactly what you're doing and that you're in the right flow. I want to share something with you. And I've talked about this in the past quite a bit. The fact that I am really flowing in my purpose at this point, and it is also my passion. So I use those two words separately, but they're also interchangeable. A lot of times people say I'm pursuing my passion, which is what they absolutely positively want to do. That is, deep down, these are the things that you want to do. These are the things that you want to pursue because it really just makes you feel amazing on the inside. You feel like you are doing something great. That's your passion. That's wonderful. That's awesome. That's amazing. When we are in our purpose, that means everything that we are destined to do, that we are designed to do, is in alignment. That means that we are where we're supposed to be. We're with whom we're supposed to be with. We're doing what we're supposed to be doing. That brings a sense of fulfillment. Okay. Our passion, if you want to look at them differently, our passion may bring joy and happiness. Our purpose is going to bring fulfillment. And along with that does come the joy and the happiness. But there is a sense of fulfillment that this is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. These are the exact people I'm supposed to be talking to. This is exactly what I was designed to do. This is why I am here on earth. And so when we have that purpose and ourselves lined up, so much changes around us. Okay, if you think about those of us that, the people that are around you, what is their purpose? Excuse me, what is their purpose? And if they're in their purpose, or even you, how much better would our communities be? The world, how much better would we be? What situations would we be in to help push us and better us, sustain us? Okay. When we're in our purpose, but when we're in our passions, sometimes it can take us into left field. Sometimes when we're chasing our passions, those dreams, those things that may not necessarily be for us, we tend to feel like we're never getting anywhere. We're moving. We may take a step forward and get pushed back 10. We have those types of feelings because we're really on what I like to call the hamster wheel of chasing the dream. Because there's a dream that we have, not really sure where it came from, not really sure why it's there, not really sure if it's even ours, but it's a dream. It is a dream. And it's not necessarily supposed to be for us. And those things, our passions, can distract us from our purpose. And so I want to talk today about really pinpointing. And as I've told you all a lot, I have, in most everything that I do, I have been my own case study. Unfortunately, I've made my own, well, I won't say unfortunately, but I've made my own mistakes. I've gone in my own directions. I've done my own things. And so because of that, I'm able to use my experience with, in addition to training and certifications that I've received and different things like that, knowledge and skills, I'm able to couple all of that together. So experiential knowledge is amazing. It benefits you because it is what I'm able to share. And so when you're in your purpose, everything is at that fulfilling moment. And so what I want to share with you, and I've talked about this, I've talked about myself so many times that I started over 20 some years ago in corporate America. I started as low man on the totem pole. And excuse me, I came in basically as like a data entry clerk. Okay. I keyed in people's names, social security numbers, birthdays, and addresses. That's it. That's all I did for 8 hours a day. The most boringest job I could think of, but it was the highest paying job that I had at that moment. And well, it wasn't the highest paying. It was the highest paying by hour. I had other jobs where I was able to work a lot of extra time, overtime, and got paid really good with that. But that's neither here nor there. So anyway, I was working this job, and over the years, I was able to move up to various positions very quickly. And so this started out my career in the mortgage industry, residential mortgage industry. And I ended up moving to Richmond, Virginia back in 2008, 2009, and 2009, I believe it was. And because during that time, it was the economic downturn. Everybody was losing everything. And so I moved, my daughter and I, we packed up and moved to Virginia. And I had it in my mind that I was never getting back in the mortgage industry again because I had seen so many different things. Good morning, Essence. And I just did not want to be a part of what I had seen anymore. And I knew that because of what I had seen, I knew that the mortgage industry was a huge catalyst for the economic downturn in the United States at that time. And so anyway, I, ultimately got back into the mortgage industry. And when I exited the mortgage industry last year in 2019, now remember, I started out, this was back in 1998. I started out as a data entry clerk. When I ended my career in the mortgage industry in 2019, I was an assistant vice president over 4 departments. And so imagine all of the knowledge and the skill set, the information, the behind the scenes that I gained over 20 plus years. I loved it. And I'm just like, I'm in my passion. I'm loving this. And so prior to me exiting the mortgage industry in 2019, in 2018, I began the process of being certified as a financial coach, a certified financial coach. So I paid thousands of dollars, did all of this, became a business coach, paid for that, went through all of this teaching and training, just everything. In addition to that, because the last company that I worked with, I worked very closely with the vice presidents, the CEO, all of that. So there was additional information that I had behind the scenes. Okay. Now I'm just going to put this out there. This is not to be, prejudicial or anything like that, but they were white men, educated white men. So I soaked up all of the information that I could, and it was amazing. So every day that I went to work, I considered myself to be in training, getting the information, so I'm going to bring it back to the people that need the most. And so hopefully my signal has not been lost. Let's see. I just want to make sure my signal has not been lost. Okay. And so, I had all of this amazing information. And so in my mind, I'm in my purpose. I'm in my passion. And so I go through all of this process, and I've started a company, WarKry Consulting Solutions, and I want to help people in their finances. I want to help people in home ownership. I want to help people start their businesses. I want to help people. This is, I'm in financial coaching and business coaching. And even though I did very well in it, I was never fulfilled. I was constantly frustrated. And the reason being is that I always found myself having to deal with people's mindset. I did not want to have to keep dealing with people's mindset because I wanted to work on what I wanted to work on. I wanted to help push them through in their finances. I wanted to help push them through to the next step of business ownership, entrepreneurship, because I felt like that was the backbone of our communities. And I thoroughly enjoyed it, but I still had to stop at every point and deal with their minds. And I kept saying, why do I have to keep going through this time and time and time? I just want to help folks with their finances. I just want to help folks become, I just want to help folks really go be great. That was my thing. And so I was frustrated though. I was frustrated all the time. Why am I having to deal with this? And even when I was in corporate America, I was always having to coach. I mean, here I am, an assistant vice president. I'm helping to run 4 departments, and I'm having to talk with people, coach them. Life coaching, literally. Setting goals, all of these different things, really finding their purpose. And here I was in my passion, but not in my purpose. I'll get to that. And so all of this, I mean, I was even on the side, I was teaching leadership. I was doing all types of things. I was teaching on emotional intelligence. I was teaching on self-esteem. I was doing all of these things. I had partnered with an organization out of, I had partnered with an organization out of Boston and was an instructor teaching on emotional intelligence, leadership, teaching on self-confidence, teaching on active listening. I'm doing all of this, goal setting. I'm doing all of this, but I still was trying to do my thing. I was chasing after my passion. I was on that hamster wheel, chasing a dream. And so ultimately what ended up happening, I just started saying, you know what, I really need to figure out what is my purpose versus what is my passion, because my passion is not fulfilling me. It's really my purpose. And so now I've leaned into the life coaching aspect. I don't so much do the business coaching piece. I do a little bit, but the financial coaching, I can still do all of those things, but it's the getting our minds transformed. It's getting our soul right, okay, where our emotions are, where we are living, where we are our authentic selves, where we are showing up really the way we're supposed to. And so now I'm in my purpose. And so that's why you see me every single day, at least 5 days a week, because this is my purpose and I absolutely positively love it. So I wanted to share this with you. And I also wanted to share something else with you as well. So this is my LinkedIn page. Sorry, folks. This is my LinkedIn page. I was going through it yesterday, cleaning it up, and I came across this, some file that I've had on my LinkedIn page. And I want you to look at the date. It says Leadership 2013. So this was something that I was doing. I was a manager at the time. And I had put this little slideshow together. It was a little 4-page, 5-page slideshow. And I had put this together, and it's objective and personal goal. And so I had put this together when I was in corporate America, because I was training leaders, but I wanted to train them internally first. You can go out and you can manage bodies, okay? But leading people is completely different, and you have to come from a different perspective. You have to have a different mindset. You have to have some things on the inside of you that's going to help propel you. And so I have a couple of quotes on here, and it says, my objective and personal goal is multifaceted. My primary objective and goal is that of the success of the organization. My primary objective and goal is to coach and assist individuals in the organization to begin to move into their full potential. This was 2013. 2013. And these are the kinds of things that I come across. I have been running from my purpose, trying to follow my passion. Okay, this is proof in the pudding. You can go to my LinkedIn page, Karena Calhoun, okay, at LinkedIn. And this is on I cannot get it off. I was trying yesterday. I didn't even look at it. I was like, what is this from 2013? Let me delete this. And I couldn't delete it. And so I said, well, let me look at it. What is this? So I started looking at it and reading it. And I'm like, I have been running from my purpose minimum 7 years. Minimum. I have been in my purpose minimum 7 years, just running from it. So this is why it is so key. Good morning, T. Good morning. This is why it is so key that we lean into our purpose. Lean into your purpose. Really unveil your authentic self. At the end of the day, unveil your authentic self, because being your best self, being the best version of yourself, all of that garbage is nothing when you don't know who you really are. That means absolutely, positively nothing when you don't know who you really are. Because if you're your best self or the best version of yourself, that means it's some more you floating around, and we subject to get anybody on any given day. And as a business owner, as a woman business owner, as a Black woman business owner, we don't need that anymore. We've had enough of that. We've seen enough of that. I'm being honest. I'm not coming for you. I am coming for what's been holding you back. 2013. I want to read that again. My secondary objective and goal is to coach and assist individuals in the organization to begin to move into their full potential. When the secondary goal is met, the primary goal is much easier. What? 2013. And I'm sitting up here yesterday looking at this like, you have got to be kidding me. And then this is additional information that I have for leadership, because I'm in my passion. I love this. I absolutely love this. Great tips to neutralize potential negatives. 2013. So all that time that I considered myself running and doing what I wanted to do, I was still dabbling in my purpose, but not to the fullest potential. It is imperative that we're in our purpose. Our passions are great, they're wonderful, but we need to hone in on our purpose. Fill that up. And then we can still, at some point, I'm not saying you can't have your passions and fulfill your passions, but your purpose, your destiny, there are people assigned to you. There are people assigned to you. There are people that need to hear from you. There are people that are waiting for you. There are people that need what you have. There are people that, there are some people that are going to get sick and tired of seeing you every single day, hearing you every single day. Will she please be quiet? Will she please stop? Will she please stop going live every single morning at 7 something in the morning? Why is she doing that every single day? Nobody said that to me. I'm sure someone has said it to themselves, but who cares? This is my purpose. There are people that need to hear what I have to say every single day. That's why I get up every single morning. Make sure my face is done, because I don't want to scare you all, but be presentable. Make sure my hair is combed, brush my teeth, nothing in the cracks of my eyes. Make sure I don't have a beeping sound in the background. I hate the alarm thing, the fire detector, whatever the thing is. Make sure I have good lighting, because I want to present to you everything that I'm supposed to present to you every single day, because it is that critical. To me, it is critical. We're at critical mass. I need to make sure I get to the people that need to hear what needs to be heard, because I cannot leave this earth unfulfilled. I cannot leave this earth full of everything that I came into it with, which is my purpose, and I did not give to the people that needed it. I refuse to do that. So I wanted you all to see this. Knowing our skill set or lack of desired skill set is important to the growth of our potential. We should take extra steps outside of our organization to attain additional knowledge. This can be done by taking classes, reading books, or locating a mentor already in our desired position. Investing in ourselves is key to our future. This is 2013. We should realize the areas where we may feel intimidation are generally areas where we may feel less confident. I was life coaching then. Learning our strengths to capitalize on them and working on our weaknesses to overcome them is key to our success. I say that all the time. Had no clue this was in here. Go to my LinkedIn page. You'll see it. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So I wanted to show you that. I always want to show you proof. There's a level of transparency that I want to provide to you all, because I want you to know that we have to lean into our purpose. We have to. It's mandated that we do. So I want to invite you to be a part of my Authentically You Celebrating Freedom and Purpose Masterclass. It begins January 3rd, 2021. The total cost is $447. You can break that up into 3 payments. Pay your deposit now, $75. And then the remaining half, the next part would be $143, I think 50. $148.50, whatever, is early, by January 3rd, and then the other $223.50 by January, I think, 9th. Don't miss out. We need to know who our authentic selves are. We need to unveil our authentic selves. Listen, when people come to me with business opportunities, I can confidently say to them, no, thank you. And the reason why is because in my mind, because I am now in my purpose, because I am literally in flow. Go back and listen to my video. You can go to YouTube. I'm on YouTube, WarKry TV. Go Be Great. And it is the I Am Firm. Actually, I may play it today in a watch party. But I Am Firm. Go back and listen to that, watch that video. I talked about your foundation being firm. When you're firm in your foundation, all of this stuff there's a lot of distractions out here. So when people come to me and they say, well, are you interested? No, I'm not. I appreciate the offer. I really, truly do. Thank you for trying to hook a sister up. Thank you for looking out for me. However, I'm not interested. I don't want to, partner in your business. Why? Because I'm firm in what I do. And if I go try to do something else, that's a distraction for me. It is a distraction for me. So I'm not interested. I'll pray for you. I'll help push you. I'll do all that I can for you. But for me, no, that's not for me. I'm firm in that. So, I really want us to get this. So, Authentically You, Celebrating Freedom and Purpose Masterclass, January 3rd. Listen, $75 for the deposit to secure your seating. Okay. You need to go ahead and register. You can go to, it's right here. You can go to the website, coach-karena.teachable.com. You can go there and register, pay your $75. You have to message me if you want to pay just the deposit of $75. But listen, we cannot continue doing what we're doing. We cannot continue living how we're living, barely showing up, not knowing who we are, and unsure if we're in our purpose. That's it in a nutshell. That I just showed you, that screen share that I just showed you, 2013. I was nobody's coach in 2013. But I was though. 7 years ago, that was not, it was the furthest thing from my mind. But that is just one example of what I was doing. My purpose has always been there. Oh my goodness, it's always been there. It's me now at this point, instead of hamster wheel chasing a dream over here. Now at this point, I am pulling my vision towards me because my vision now aligns with my purpose. So that's all I have for today. And I hope this has been impactful for you. I hope it's been beneficial. Bye, folks.